So 1 week ago, I asked you to comment one fragrance you really love, but no one else around you loves. So hashtag guilty pleasure. A lot of you commented 44, 45 to be exact. So let's make a video on it today. I have my own 5 fragrances right here that I personally really love, but no one else seems to share my passion for these fragrances, if you will. So I'm gonna share 5 of mine, like I said, and I'm gonna pick 5 from you guys to share as well. So 10 fragrances total, and we're gonna alternate them. Mine, yours, mine, yours. All right, so my first fragrance, and it's the only designer fragrance on this list. This one is Bulgari's Wood Essence. I like this one a lot. I really like this one. Gosh, it's just a creamy, woody fragrance. It's really nice. I really enjoy it, and it's one of the newer DNA in the fragrance world, but I have not gotten one compliment from it, and also no one who have had tried this said they like it. So it's sad because I thought it has so much potential, because this is a new DNA, you know, and every time you see a new DNA, especially in the designer world, I highly appreciate that because everything is so overdone nowadays in the designer world. So when I see something new, it's just, yes, this is so good, this is so amazing, but no one else shared that sentiment. I think that's why the designer world just never released anything new, because sometimes it fails like Wood Essence does, and it just doesn't sell. It costs them money. That's why they stick to the safe DNAs. I get it, but still, sad day for Wood Essence and sad day for me. All right, so next one is from you guys. This has been posted 2 or 3 times in the comments, and this one is Fragrance One Office for Men. And this is weird because the majority of people who don't like Office for Men are the people who never smelled Office for Men. You know what I mean? People who bought Office for Men know what they're getting into. They know that the bottle doesn't have a cap. They're not complaining because they saw the bottle, they saw the picture, they bought it, and they're not complaining. The only people who are complaining are the people who didn't buy Fragrance for One or have never smelled Fragrance for One. So that's a pretty funny one in my personal opinion. I smelled Office for Men before in Essence, and I have nothing bad to say about it. It's really just a really mass appealing fragrance. Nothing bad to say about it. It lasted on my skin over 12 hours. So for those of you who like beast mode fragrances, that works for you as well. Jeremy didn't really, he hit all the marks really for a mass appealing fragrance that's super long lasting, and that's what he advertised it was gonna be, and it is exactly that. So nothing bad to say about it. All right, my next fragrance is from the house of by Killian. This one is Smoke for the Soul. This one is a cannabis type fragrance. It's a smoky cannabis, a little dark, a little bit more of a bad boyish vibe. I love this fragrance. I love this fragrance so much. It's so different, it's so edgy, it's so unique, but no one else seems to share that sentiment again. I don't know why. People just don't like anything that's overly too different, I guess, and this one is pretty different, although safer than the rest of the ones I'm about to mention in this video, but you know, still not a lot of people enjoy this one. I've gotten maybe 1 or 2 compliments, but most of the time I get more of the negative reactions. So there you go, Smoke for the Soul. Really good stuff if you like the note of cannabis in general, or you want to find something that's a little bit more edgy. Maybe you're having like an edgy personality and you need a fragrance to express that. This one is really good. I highly recommend it, but do be warned, not a lot of people, at least from my experience, enjoy that around me. All right, next one, let's stick to the by Killian theme, and this one is awesome. It's so awesome because I share the same sentiment. This person says, by Killian's Sacred Wood. Everyone in my life hates it besides me. That's very true. I used to own by Killian's Sacred Wood. I sold it because once I moved to Las Vegas, I really had no use for it anymore, but I love that fragrance. I love this so much. But almost every time I wear Sacred Wood by Killian, I would say 80% of the time, people just really didn't like it off me. Really, like some people complain. I've had some people say that, oh, you smell like an old woman. I have gotten compliments from Sacred Wood, but the majority is negative. A lot of people just really didn't like it. It was too strange for them. Sandalwood to me is a really good note. It's a really beautiful note, especially if you love niche fragrances. It's just one of the most beautiful notes of all time. But the common people out there, the people who don't really live in the fragrance world like we do, sandalwood can just be too much for them, I guess, especially that kind of heavy, creamy sandalwood that's in Sacred Wood. Beautiful fragrance, just ungodly, awful reaction. All right, next one is from me. This one is from the January scent project. This one is called Sell Per Niku. I went to New York City back in February and I bought this when I was in Twisted Lily. And if you ask my friend who went with me a B. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. I wore this and he gagged. Like on the subway trip back, he was trying to like look away from me, avoid me, because this thing was just reeking like crazy and he was having like the worst headache of his life. I'm so sorry, bro, again. Oh, I feel so bad. But this is so good to me. It smells like buttery, milky type of like candy. It's just so good. To me, for some reason, I really, really like this one. But my friend like really hates this one. So there you go. Really good, unique scent. Again, I love collecting unique stuff, but being that it is really different, people really don't like this one. And I don't dare to wear it out. I wear it at home only because I know that if I wear it out, it's just gonna be too much, really. All right, next one, we have the one from you guys, and this one is Tuscan Leather. And I picked Tuscan Leather because Peter from Fragrance View, you guys probably all know him, one of my really good friends here in the community, he also loves Tuscan Leather, and he reported the same thing, that people don't really like it of him. It's his favorite fragrance, he wears it all the time, and people give him negative reactions almost all the time. It's just a weird thing. Tuscan Leather to me is quite a daring scent, to be perfectly honest. It's not the easiest scent to pull off. It is quite a beautiful scent. I do enjoy the smell myself, but it is tough. It is a really tough scent to pull off. And Peter can really attest to that. If you ask him, he'll tell you the same thing, that he gets mainly negative reaction from Tuscan Leather, not really positive. But for niche lovers like us, Tuscan Leather is like one of the staples. If you like leather fragrance, Tuscan Leather is a staple. All right, next one we have ones from myself. This thing is from the House of Sultan. This one is called Joe de Peau. This one smells like a bakery, smells really good, delicious, buttery bread. No one loves it. I love it. It just smells really good. It's unique. Right when I smelled it, I instantly thought of bread. I instantly thought of like opening a door to a bakery. It just smells so gorgeous. And if you know that fresh bakery smell, it is so divine. It's such a good smell when you walk right into a really nice bakery. But unfortunately, it's not really the type of scent that you want to smell like all the time. It's kind of a scent where like you get surprised when you walk in the door and then like you get a waft of it and that's good for the day. You know what I mean? It's not the scent that you want to wear constantly for hours and have your coworker smell it and your coworker complain about it. So not really a good scent to wear, but a really awesome scent if you're a collector of unique and fine fragrances. Okay, so Joe de Peau by Sultan. Love it to death. No one else does. All right, next one from you guys is Amouage Interlude Man. Amouage Interlude Man. Now, I've never wore Interlude Man myself, but I've heard some horrific stories of Interlude Man. One of my buddies in my Thailand fragrance group reported that someone wore Interlude Man in Thailand. Yes, in Thailand when the weather is 90 degrees all the time and very humid. Yeah, that Thailand. They wore Interlude Man and they walked into the elevator, and mind you, they wore like 10 sprays of Interlude Man, and the person that was in the elevator with them was so disgusted. She almost died. She tried to get away. She was coughing. It was just terrible. All 9 yards type of terrible. She was having like the worst time of her life, and I could imagine so. Interlude Man's a very strong scent, guys, and wearing 10 sprays in very humid environment, I think, well, now that looking back at it, I think any fragrance would have been bad in that situation. But especially because it was Interlude Man, the Blue Beast itself, it was significantly worse. And also, I've heard stories throughout the years that Interlude Man is not the most mass appealing fragrance. I smelled it, I agree, it's not the most mass appealing fragrance. To me, it's not really my taste at all, but it is widely known in the niche world, very popular, but in the public eye, not a lot of people seem to like it. That's not from my experience, that's just from what I heard. All right, last one from me. This one is from the House of Zoologist. This one, you guys probably know what's coming, right? This one is Bat. Yes, Bat. I love this fragrance because of its artisticness. This one evokes a picture of a cave to me, a picture of like a bat eating fruits. It's really artistic. And I'm super surprised how a scent like this could be composed into a perfume. It really boggles my mind. It's a really amazing artistic piece. But it's not safe at all. It's nowhere near safe, man. Everyone who have had smelled this thing, everyone who visited my house, smelled this, they're all like, what the fuck to me? What is this? This is not perfume, this is not cologne. But yeah, it's really good to me, and a lot of niche people would agree that it's one of the most artistic fragrance ever released in the past decade. So really amazing scent right here for collectors. And some people I know actually wear this out and have gotten compliments before, which is weird. I've never gotten one. I've always been way too afraid to wear it most of the time because of the reaction of people who smelled it at my house. I wasn't really I'm not too keen on wearing it out, you know what I mean? But yes, this thing is really awesome artistically, just not a lot of people are gonna love it, especially for the people around me. They really dislike this one, but I love it, and that's what matters. All right, last one from you guys. We have my friend B himself commented, tobacco vanille. Yes, tobacco vanille, and this one is really true. Not a lot of people like tobacco vanille of other people because it does smell more like an old man-ish in a way to the common people. I'm not saying I think that way. I think tobacco vanille smells really good, but for the people who don't live in a fragrance world like we do, tobacco vanille is not the most mass appealing of all fragrances out there. Let's be completely honest here. Not a lot of people like it. You gotta wear it in like the right situation. Some people have gotten compliments from it, but most people can attest to the fact that it's not the biggest compliment getter. It might even garner them a lot more negative reaction than positives. And there you go, that's tobacco vanille, and that's the last one from this list. It's really weird that for us people in the fragrance community, we just love things that other people generally just don't love. Like, I wonder why that is, really. We're such a minority group of people who love to smell kind of strange things, because when you think about it, when you started off in the fragrance world, you never would have thought you would like smells that are kind of like this, that are very avant-garde, that are very exotic and different. But the more you get into community, the more your nose opens up, the more you start to appreciate more complex or more unique, more different take on perfume or colognes in general, as opposed to just the mass appealing ones. But in any case, I don't regret getting into fragrances. I love fragrances. I love things that is very unique, that is like unique kind of to me, that I love alone, because that sets me apart and that sets you guys apart as well. Everyone has their own guilty pleasures, so everyone is unique. So thank you so much for joining the community post, guys. I'll be posting some of these questions on the regular now to just kind of include you guys into my videos. And with that said, thank you so much again. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out and bye.